Determine the coordinates of the point of intersection of the lines 2x minus y plus 3 equals to 0 and x plus y minus 5 equals to 0. Okay, let us begin. Now, finding the coordinates of the point of intersection simply means solving the two equations simultaneously. So for the first equation, we have 2x minus y, but we are going to write it as 1 times y plus 3 equals to 0. So let this be the first equation. And then we have the second linear equation. We have x, but we're going to rewrite it as 1 times x added to 1 times y minus 5 equals to 0. So let this be number 2. Let's try to solve this equation. To begin with, what we'll do, we're going to consider the coefficient of y for the first equation. That's negative 1. Then we move on to the next term, so that we pick up the constant term, that's 3. Then again come back to the first term, which is the coefficient of x, that will be 2. And then end with the coefficient of y, negative 1. So these are the coefficients that we have taken from the first equation. Similarly, we're going to take the coefficients from the second equation. So we'll start with the coefficient of y, that's 1. Next will be the constant term, which is negative 5. Come back to the first term, the coefficient of x, that's 1, and followed by this middle term or the coefficient of y, that's going to be 1. Now here what we'll do, we're going to do some cross multiplication, but before that, let's name it. So we have to take the cross multiplication between negative 1 and negative 5 and subtract from it the multiplication of 3 and 1. Then we come to find out y. So all you have to do is multiply 3 times 1 and from it subtract the product of negative 5 and 2. And then we have 2 times 1 and from it subtract the product of negative 1 and 1. So the process is like this. What we'll do, we take ax and we divide it by the negative 1 multiplied to negative 5. That's going to give us positive 5 minus 1 times 3. So that's going to be simply 3. This is going to be equals to y divided by 3 multiplied to 1, so that's 3, minus negative 5 times 2, then that makes it negative 10, equals to 1 divided by 2 times 1, so that's positive 2, minus 1 times negative 1, so that's simply negative 1. So we're going to get x over 2 equals to y over 13 equals to 1 over 3. So from this, we can get two equations. We can say x over 2 equals to 1 over 3, or we can say y over 13 equals to 1 over 3 as well. So when we solve for x, we finally get the values of x. So we get x equals to 2 over 3 and we get y equals to 13 over 3. So we have successfully obtained the coordinates of the points of intersection. Thus, the coordinates of the point of intersection of the two lines are 2, 3 and 13,